He damn near smoked you. We see it on Twitter. It's your boy James. Trust the process. Oh my God. I want to just talk about protecting your peace. And sometimes it's not easy to protect your peace. Sometimes we have to go through those hard times in order to appreciate the good times. Die being dirty. It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty. Stop eating dirty. Trust the process. Protect Serious Jones. If you got paperwork, it's gonna get Serious Jones. The return of Serious Jones versus the, oh, you just got back from jail. Let me talk to you. Gatekeeper, Big K, the dog strikes again, you fucking nerds. Listen, man, let's get into this one. Now, is it possible that Big K is about to Ahdii boom Serious Jones? Is that the reason why? Did Big K hear something and he's asking for this battle? Does he have a premeditated angle? Is he ready to expose Serious Jones or for being dirty, like not doing his shit honorably? No. That's not what's happening. That's not the stigma we're going to put on Serious Jones or Big K, like trying to be like, oh, suddenly this is what Big K does and he's the paperwork finding guy. Nah, man. He just so happened to be able to get somebody out of here that needed to be out of here. We should be thanking him for it. You know what I'm saying? I never had no personal malice or nothing against Boom to this day. I don't. He's been nothing but kind to me over the years of us coming up in RBE, but I don't change the fact that you broke the rules we live by, homie. So, you know, whatever you're doing with yourself, you know, go over there. Now, I doubt Serious Jones is living his life. Matter of fact, I even said I doubt Serious Jones, that's not happening. Serious Jones is dirty for so many other reasons. Like, I bet, like, the reason why he got locked up is pretty filthy. I personally, and even in my battle with Serious Jones, had paperwork for a case that he had on. I didn't even pull the paperwork out, and he questioned me about it, and I showed him the paperwork after the battle, and Serious Jones thanked and proceeded to hug me because he was like, yo, you know, like about, you know, not wanting that business out there. It's a whack case to be a part of at that time of what he was a part of. And, you know, it's real on my part to not have put it out. I was just pump faking with the paperwork as far as if I was going to do that to him, because I wasn't, because it's one thing to expose someone for being a complete rat. Another thing for just like, I don't know. So whatever, I just chose not to do it. Now, I'm not saying Big K's going to do, like, Big K had take the angle on him, you know, for what he just got locked up for is crazy. And Big K being so dope of what he does, like, see, Big K's a punchline rapper, one of the best. That gets slept on. Actually, every person we could talk about in this on this card, a majority of these people are like very slept on for what they do. You know what I'm saying? Big K being one of the best punchliners in battle rap. Serious Jones being a certified legend. I understand, like, Serious Jones comes across as the kind of kid that grew up and, like, got caught, like, in the mirror as he walked away from his parents making a face and, like, got slapped for it because he's just so animated with his facial expressions and shit while you speak to him. But all kidding aside, you know, I ran into Serious Jones in Miami before. We spoke after our battle and shit, and we had some mishaps here and there, but nothing that's worth anything negative. Like, when I went through what I went through in my situations, he actually reached out, called, and, you know, tried to get me a part of something that he had going on. It just, I think that just fell through on his end. So it's all love for Serious Jones. Big K is one of my personal favorites, though. You know what I'm saying? The dog strikes again, 3-0. Like, what else is there to talk about? Nah, man. I think Serious Jones is going to have a very tough first round to beat because, you know, that comeback hype and shit like that. But overall, I just feel like though Serious Jones is a legend and things of that nature, from what he's shown, his best years are behind him. And, you know, a serious Big K is one of the hardest people to beat in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I just think that's, that background view of the bridge, though, fire. I think, you know, I think Big K, and then I seen Big K do a interview with RBE talking about, like, how focused he is for this and, like, how, like, this is a huge card. Not to mention he's back in front of crowds. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's also very dope. So, I think overall, I think this battle is going to be dope. I like the matchup. Welcome home, Serious Jones. And it's going down, man. I got Big K taking that one 2-1. Show Off versus Rosenberg Raw. I mean, bruh, quality over quantity, man. We got some good battles going on here, yo. Like, Show Off versus Rosenberg Raw. Like, son, That shit is fucking crazy to me. Like, they're both aggressive. They both got that street vibe. Rosenberg, they're both hated on. To another people that people just so cornball in the game that hate on motherfuckers for no reason. Like, I don't understand the hate towards Rosenberg. I don't understand the hate towards Show Off. Show Off is super fucking talented, lyrical as fuck, believability on 10. He beat Arsenal, one of the greatest in the fucking world. He 30'd Math Hoffa. You know what I'm saying? He stood tall with ill will, battled Big K. Like, you know, when we were on that run, and some still are, salute to him. Salute for, you know, RBE put us all in, a handful of us. The original brick by brick motherfuckers. He put us all in positions to showcase our talent against some of the best, biggest names in battle rap. And some of us fell and some of us held our own. And Show Off is one of them who held his own. You know what I'm saying? I guess, like, you know, some people didn't like the that's my lingo shit because it was similar to something like what? Dude is fire, man. Like, Show Off had a crazy run on his PG shit, and then that went left because they weren't gonna drop his PG, and then he like showed up at someone's house and like stole their fucking MacBook and shit with it inside of it, so they don't fuck with him no more because like he just like burglarized his fucking PG. But other than that, he didn't need him. He made his whole name on a bigger name, RBE, and been doing his thing, man. Cut all the hater. Rosenberg Raw. Come on, son. Come on, son. What's there to hate on Rosenberg? Rosenberg Raw has, and just speaking about Big K earlier, that moment against Big K, that round 2 was one of the biggest moments in battle rap history. We'll see what they do for views, that angle, that build up. Like, that shit is crazy. And that also brings another topic to mind. Rosenberg Raw might be one of the most slept on angular battlers. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man could take an angle on. He's the one who did the Harry shit with DNA. He took that angle on him. He took the angle of on the Big K and other things too. You know, I think that's why Bill Collector's scared of that battle, because of the angles he might have on him. Should I battle Rosenberg Raw? Motherfucker said, you think I give a fuck? He said, and I'm in Queensbridge right now. He said, you think I give a fuck that you motherfuckers from Queensbridge? I'll spray all them Puerto Rican roaches until you got a clean crib. Bodied me. That was dead fire. But, nah, man, I'll be honest with you. First of all, Show Off's the bro all day. In my eyes, there's a lot of circumstances where Show Off could never do wrong. My man stood tall for me when he was in a situation that he didn't have to. My man stood tall for me when motherfuckers I knew years more than him and dudes that I chilled with more than him froze the fuck up. And Show Off was out there banging for the homie. Word. Not everything had to get caught on camera for me to know how it went down. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't here for all that. You know, salute to him and all that, the fighting demons and all that, like, you know, like everything he got going on for him. Like, that's my dude. But one thing don't got to do with another. But I just want to take a moment to show everyone flowers on this card, because they be getting hated on their big talents. Like, not everybody got to be on Smack or get a Smack push or not go back to Smack anymore. Smack's like, enough with that shit, yo. Motherfuckers is doing bigger, better things other places. Just like Smack's doing bigger and better things outside of RBE events and shit like that. Like, let's all win, man. Motherfuckers with that hating shit and like to put someone else down to make you look better, you're a fucking bozo. That shit go for, yo, your ex-boyfriend would do that, girlfriend, your ex-friends. Like, yo, to put me down to make you look better, that makes you, well, go ahead, brother. Talk shit about me all day if that helps your life look better. When you could be out here learning and becoming a better person. And message! Anyway, man, honestly, I think this battle could go either way. I'm going to keep it 100. And I say that because I expect a classic. I think Show Off is bugging saying he's going to 30 Raw. I think Raw is bugging saying he's going to 30 Show. At the end of the day, both these... Rosenberg Raw just recently showed us how dangerous he is. Head Ice ain't no walkover in a battle. He fucking turned Head Ice to a puddle. And then Show Off versus J Murder, that hasn't dropped yet. Crazy competitive battle that though J Murder won the votes, I think that shit could have went either way easily. That shit's a classic once that drops. So, two dangerous people right there. that could possibly be battle of the night. I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm talking about. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think. Serous Jones versus Bigg K. That's gonna be crazy. I'll talk about Ill Will and A-Ward when I do a full card prediction, and I'm happy to see it, man. At the end of the day, battle rap's looking good right now. We got the RB event, we got the John Bullpen event, we got the Smack Double Impact event. Motherfuckers is making moves. Battle rap is looking good right now. Everybody's you know, showing productivity in their brands, and everybody's growing, and I love to see it, man. Trust the process. Protect your peace. You know, I'm out here trusting the process. My back's gonna get better, and until then, I'm gonna just focus on my cardio. I'm gonna lean out. At the end of the day, I'm gonna go for my long treadmill walks, and I'm gonna do what I can. Right now, your boy's sitting with a little fucked up injury. It is what it is. I had to even take a muscle relaxer today just to take these long drives that I had to do today, back and forth to the moves that I had to make. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, I being dirty.